I was heading much more, candidly, towards, we're talking about a computer. And I was thinking much more of HAL.
From 2001.
Yeah, that kind of a presence, something much more supercilious. I liked his edge. I had used him in Battlestar. I had used him. I love him all the way back to Two for the Road with Audrey Hepburn and Albert Finney. Where he's counting paper clips and pennies and driving everyone crazy. That prissiness, I thought was interesting for the show. Aloof. I miss him now in what they're doing on NBC and amongst other things.
Was he your first choice, or did you
use
somebody else?
No, first choice. First choice. I love Bill. I just think Bill's terrific. Now, the interesting thing is that those two are a comedy team on that show, but they'd never met because the script girl does the lines on the set, and Bill would do his lines at the looping stage, And so they met for the first time at a Christmas party 6 months after the show's on the air, and a big hit. How do you do? I'm your comedy partner, and it was terrific.
What sort of qualities did you want to give the car? What special powers and abilities? And were you happy with the final result?
I wanted to find tools, writers' devices that you could work with in episodes so that the car could function. And I had a pretty good idea of some things that turned out to be, it's ambitious to say providential, but I used to think about cars that could sense the side of a road, or in later times could adhere to a paint stripe that might have some qualities of its own. It could even be sensitive just to a white line. But I wanted a car that could steer itself and had all of these sensors on it. I like the ejection seat thing because I could use that in a few things. For whatever reason, I was attracted to that Pontiac. It hadn't come out yet, and we got the first 3 off the assembly line. They were destined for Florida someplace or Little Rock, I don't know. And the dealer didn't get them. We got them. And I knew that car. It was very clean, very simple line. And it was, it turned out to, just to be a good choice. And that's seat of the pants. Either you're right or you're wrong. I think I was right on that one. And I got a young kid who worked for Mattel. He had never done any car stuff. And he came up with all the LEDs on the dash and things that are all common in cars now, but weren't at the time. I mean, they didn't even say buckle your seatbelt or anything else that and we certainly didn't have OnStar or all those other things which we have now. So it was kind of fun to sit down and think, how would you? I've always had some interest in science fiction, whether or not I always did it. You don't do it if nobody wants you to do it. And no one's buying it. But once someone says do something that's special like that, I'm working on the feature with the Weinsteins. Now, it's a whole nother bag when you have to sit down and try to reinvent the wheel and think of something new and different. It's easier the first time.